does Streamlabs say?
All right.
It would. I just
Or
had to pull
OBS
it
or
out.
something? Okay.
OBS doesn't, but Streamlabs does.
We are back, and hopefully everything's working. It seems like tablet users could view us, and other people could not. I don't know why.
Maybe it's a Twitch thing.
Might be a Twitch thing. It's still not working for me, but so let us know. I can see chat, so you guys should still be able to talk. But yeah, so we're picking up where we left off. All the elves have gotten down. People are taking rests. About 10 minutes has gone by. Valchar did a quick little heal for 14 on most people. And then, what are you guys looking at doing?
Resting.
Okay.
Just keeping watch over these folks.
Okay.
I told you I was going to search the jailer as well.
Yeah. Did you do your roll?
I have not. Investigation, or
Yeah.
what do you want? That is a investigation 19.
19. Okay. You find about 350 gold on him.
350.
Yep. Tree fitty.
Guys,
And,
I
And
found
then
80 gold.
Tree fitty.
What'd you say that you got?
I'm debating on what I want to give you guys.
Yeah, I figured.
Guys, I found 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give 200 to you, and me, and I'll give.
You give me 200?
No, sorry.
That's what
50.
I'm saying. How does that
200
work?
in total.
Yeah.
To everyone.
50.
Cool.
I just about doubled my gold.
I was about to say that would have more than doubled my gold if that was 200.
That was some gold for me.
That was a number of gold.
No, that was a gold greater than 0.
So are you trying to sleight of hand that, or is it just nobody paying attention? Or you just
Well,
don't
you
care?
just sprawled out on her back like.
Okay.
I'm just resting. It's fine.
No keys or anything like that.
You do find like a ring that has a key on it.
All right. I also I found some keys. Are we still unlocking prisoners?
We should.
Okay.
I know some of you still have shackles on. I'm the only one who's...
Yeah.
Lifts a leg up.
I'll see if it works on Wix.
Okay. Well, it's working on my phone, not on my computer.
I turned to you. I'm like, how'd you get those off?
I point to Ildren.
Ildren did what?
He broke
It works on
He
Wix.
just broke them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It works on me, the key? On the shackle?
Oh, you're going to the herd thing is completely jammed up.
I thought that was
Okay.
size that was completely jammed.
No, I thought it was. I was pretty sure it was you
Because
because you wanted to cast spells.
Yeah, but I was
I think he still has all of them on him. Or no,
Okay.
you unlocked.
Yeah, I got one unlocked, and then I have my feet and my hand are still on me, but not attached to the wall anymore.
Okay.
Because
And then you
As
have
an
all
army.
3 off, but then one that had multiple
yeah,
failed
there were
attempts.
2 of us that had multiple failed attempts. So
so I'll start trying to unlock mine and see if it works.
Okay. Yeah, it unlocks them.
Okay, cool. Anybody else? Anna, did you have any?
Am I locked or I don't.
I'll unlock
I
any
was,
of the ones
I
that
was
are
the
on
only
you.
one that was
Okay.
completely free.
Okay.
I'll unlock any
Okay.
that are on Anna or any of the other people or Azanar or anybody that I can.
not as
Ildren.
Wow.
Whatever,
he's
not as much.
here.
Same person, Ildren.
I mean, he might be.
We
You
looked
never
over.
know.
We looked over at
That
the
ancillary
elves,
character
and
with
we
a-
were pretty sure one of them was Azanar because he bears like a passing resemblance to Azanar. Yep.
So I still have my one on then. If the key. Okay.
If you want somebody else to try to lockpick it with
I
taking.
mean, I thought we had tried and that's what failed. So
Right. The
so.
DC is just higher.
Okay.
For this, you can try something else.
Wicca's just gonna lay there.
'Kay.
She's just laying there until she has to move.
All right.
What's her? You all right there, Wick?
Tired. Lots of almost dying. Or thinking I'm dying. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't like illusions.
I've always heard that if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. I wonder if that's the same for illusions.
Well, considering I almost died
I just
once,
got this.
and I did die another time, I'm going to say no. Unless I'm dead now. In which case, is this hell?
Definitely yes.
Great.
I mean, that sounds kind of fun. To be in charge of torturing specifically you for an eternity. I feel like we could do a pretty good job.
Think they're hiring?
I throw myself off the bridge.
Damn, I forgot it was only 10 feet.
Hey, that's like, more than double my height.
That's fair.
That's like
fair.
4 times my height.
You probably have maximum velocity in 10 feet.
You two are the only close ones to the door, kind of.
Actually, yeah, I had
do
set up by the
perception.
door. Because I had the door partially open, and then I closed it, so it looks like it's closed from the outside, but it's not actually closed.
Okay, but then you came back to the middle to fight the guy. Because you did that in
I
the
thought that
minute
was
where he
after.
disappeared
Oh, okay.
and then reappeared.
17 on perception.
Perception.
Okay.
9. Why couldn't you roll to a 20?
Sai, you hear some footsteps, and you see a little bit of glimmer of light appear at the door.
People coming. People coming. Stage whisper. I'm going to kind of start heading to the back and seeing if I can hide anywhere. Just like, not hide anywhere, but like kind of make myself less.
Like the 10-foot pit?
Where?
Actually, I have at least one set of chains off me. Can I take those chains and lay them, across the door? Do I have time to do that?
You can try.
Cool, I do that. Or I try to do that.
Okay.
I'm-
So, yeah, like, where are you actually, like, you're trying to put them in the middle of the door, or are you trying to put them, like, on the ground?
I mean, I have nothing to, put them into the wall, so
Right.
I'm just, putting it on the ground and hoping that's enough to trip whoever comes in.
Okay. Anything
That's
else?
clumsy, she knows how this works. Stand off to the side, sword out, ready.
Okay.
I prepare a sacred flame for about 1 second after I see someone. Basically just trying to give enough time to figure out friend or foe.
Okay.
Assuming foe, but...
I'm kind of near the back of the room.
I have my bow
Weapons
and
ready.
everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, then I'm ready.
Everything's broken.
I'm ready. You can fuck all the way off. With my magic bow.
Uh-huh. Hey, I have a magic weapon too, alright? I know how it
Broken magic bow.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You have 2 magical halves of a bow.
I will real life strangle you. Okay. That bow is everything. Okay.
Bow's life.
No, I'm ready to rock with them.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
So you see the light get closer, and then it seems to start getting dimmer and a little bit less movement. Weird.
Oh, they didn't want to come to our party.
Probably
Yeah,
control.
is there, any gap underneath the floor, or between the floor and the door then? Is that how we were seeing the light?
Well, you said you left it open a smidgen.
So it looks like it's closed, so I wouldn't know. So is light able to get in through that side then?
So.
I didn't close it so it latched, but I closed it so it's
Right, so
Look
there'd be a
like.
little bit of light that would shine through.
Okay.
He just caught it really quickly,
okay.
and then as they got closer, everyone noticed.
But there's no gap, no, not even a centimeter or an inch or anything.
No, there's a little gap.
I'd like to look underneath to see if I can see feet.
Okay, give me perception.
More importantly, can you
I'm
smell
gonna
those?
I'm gonna search the executioner while I'm at it, or the beheader, or whatever his name was. The other person.
Jailer.
Well, there's the jailer, and then there was the other guy. 'Cause we
There
fought
we
the
go.
guy, and then the
Okay,
jailer
yeah.
waited. So I'm gonna search him.
Sure.
Or was that for both of them?
No, it was just for the main one.
11.
Yeah, you see you see 3 pairs of feet. To the best of your knowledge, you'd say 2 of them were probably hobgoblins, and the other might be a goblin, maybe.
I'm going to look over to the rest of my party and mine slamming the door because it opens outwards.
Like inwards.
Oh, never mind. That's not effective then.
I'm gonna slam it.
Super effective.
Dang it, Wick! You didn't have much HP.
And natural 20.
The door does 2 damage.
Bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Wick's just got a bloody nose now. No, never mind.
2
then.
bludgeoning damage, 15
Also not upset that
humiliation
track.
damage.
All the humiliation.
That wouldn't have worked with the door opening that way. I'm going to mind that there are people outside.
Yeah, how do you do that? I'm fascinated.
Mime it.
Find
Yeah,
out
show-
what that
show us.
miming looks like.
I was.
I had to mime to Valchar, and
Yeah.
No, I
it did
know.
not work.
I don't know how you'd mime, so let's see.
Okay.
Or explain what you physically do if you don't want to
Yeah.
actually.
When I feel like this, you know.
Well, she made sure that people were like noticing her, but being quiet.
It's like the quietest she's ever been.
You
Is there
work
like a
clapping.
little pebble or something that I can...
Sure, yeah.
I will take a pebble and I will throw it at Sai to get his attention.
Roll an attack.
Come on, nat 20. With my strength or dexterity?
Does it count as a
Strength,
thrown
but
weapon?
without your proficiency.
So, non-natural 20.
Yeah, it's a.
Hits you hard. It's like, ooh, ow. Maybe it gets lodged in your ear or something.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said there's people coming.
Bird.
You want to go sailing?
Toilet.
You want to open the door?
She wants to do adult things 3 times.
To the door.
Oh boy.
I go hide in the pit. Just like, no.
I'm still searching the jailer. Or the non-jailer.
I use message and I say yes.
I think this is something I can do. I don't know why Wick didn't do it herself.
Because it's a new ability, you're not used to it.
No, this is the desperation that breeds you figuring out it's a new ability.
The spark, so to speak.
Yeah, right?
There are 3 people right behind the door. What should we do?
And tell them. Luke has completely forgotten Shio's message at this point, apparently.
Valchar, tell Sai that there's 3 people outside who want to know what to do.
Right.
And also have Sai tell Enna that there's 3 people outside.
Also tell Sai
Is this
that
telephone?
he stinks and I don't like him.
Yeah. He smells
He's
like
not
butt.
invited to my birthday party.
He smells like butt.
I walk over to the both of them because there's apparently 3 people outside. Are we attacking them or are we waiting till they leave?
There were 3 people.
Are they, well, but
There's
that's-
a lot of time.
I don't know that.
I'm like, well, are they just like hanging out there, like staking at the door? Are they like guarding the door, or were they like walking by and Wick is throwing a shit fit about stupid
I don't
things?
know.
Okay, well,
I did
alright.
not see.
I say nothing until somebody
I feel
comes
like-
in here or we all want to go outside.
I feel like it's a 50-50 shot that Wick is either throwing a shit fit about nothing or they're guarding the door.
Wow, only 50-50?
Well, I mean, they might
being
guarding the door
cautious.
is a reasonable thing for them to do.
She's being cautious for once. You guys are like, oh, she's throwing a shit. She is never going to be calm about a thing again. She's just going to rush in from now on.
Did she?
So things are gonna
did
stay the
she
same?
hear anything that I
No.
just said?
But
Oh, there you
she's-
go. Then it's fine.
I'm-
She doesn't know.
You can roll perception. I don't know how did it.
7.
Okay, yeah, no.
I'm still looting the jailer and I'm like, unless somebody comes in, we can take our time.
I motion Wick to come over and so we can actually just talk.
Like, walks over.
Clank,
Oh, hey,
clank,
Wick.
clank, clank.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Waiting?
There's one way in and out of here right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go out that way at some point.
Yeah, but why do we have to go out there when guards are there?
Correct. I also think that we need to have. How many people are in here?
Lots.
Prisoners?
22.
I say we also free all of these people, wake them up from whatever they're into.
That makes it sound like it's a munch, not the
It
same thing.
might
That's what I said. It makes it sound like this is a kinky thing.
It might be. Wake them up from whatever they're doing, and then at that point we can just make a rush out of here probably. But I agree, we don't need to rush our way out of there right
Yeah.
here right now.
Yeah.
So Wick, are they just like chilling? But like, are they guarding our door?
I just saw 3 feet. 3 sets of feet. Not 3 feet.
Were they
I was gonna say.
stationary feet?
I mean, they were stationary long enough for me to see them, and then I was like, well, are we going to worry about them coming in? Are we going to worry about going out? What are we doing? And so I figured it would be better to ask you guys instead of just opening the door and attacking them.
So at no point you thought to stay and observe the feet for a longer duration of time. The options are either come talk to us or run away.
To be fair, the player thought it had been observed long enough to determine 3 feet were 3 sets of feet were stationary, not continually walking. So player mistake.
DM, did Wick know whether or not they were stationary or moving? Oh
They
my
were moving.
goodness. Okay, thank you.
then
This is
Wick
ridiculous.
would have not done all of that.
That's alright.
I
Retcon.
kind of like the idea that Wick was just like, ah! There are feet!
I'm still searching the second body of the hobgoblin. It's been a long time.
You really
it's
don't.
a solid search.
You don't find much. Hobgoblins do not carry.
I'll continue searching until
Yeah.
further notice.
That's fine.
Okay, so if Wick saw moving feet, what is her response instead?
Well, she'd still be over by the door then, listening and watching for stuff.
Okay, cool.
But we've already gone through everything, so that's what happened apparently.
Alright, well, there's nothing on this guy. I'm ready to leave whenever.
That's what you were waiting for?
I gotta be sure.
Well, looking at these guys, they're in pretty bad shape.
We're in pretty bad shape.
By now, everybody's kind of about half of them are awake and stirring. They're not the ones who are awake are pretty much full health and looking fine, just like you guys were when you woke up. So,
Well,
I don't know. Do we continue an attack? Do we retreat? What do you guys think?
Well, we don't
once
even know
again,
where we are.
There's one way in and out. There's attack and retreat are the same thing at this point.
so
I think he's asking more if we're going to attack.
our
Like,
strategy is...
yeah, are we going to keep going through the fortress, or are we going to go back?
Question, because obviously I wasn't here. I got the fill in from Wick, but or from Teddy, that person that's in my car, whatever their name is.
I'll just sip from my cup.
So
it's fine.
we're like in the middle of the fortress, or like at the bottom of it, or the side of it. We don't know.
You
Okay.
have no
We have
idea.
no
You
idea.
woke up in this room.
Okay. Cool. So we just know.
got teleported.
I guess we technically don't even know what fortress we're in.
Correct.
Like, technically. Okay. And we're in this room. We haven't seen the outside of this room at all.
Correct. Other than 3 feet.
Okay. And 3 pairs of feet.
Yeah.
There's not 3 individual feet that may or may not have been moving. It was
No,
3
we're being guarded by 3 flamingos.
We're being guarded by one of Penny's horrific creations.
also.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, that
The tentacle monster?
one? You're the one who sold your soul to Penny.
Only like a quarter of it or something, right?
Still,
Yeah.
like, that's more likely
The terms
to
were
be...
loose.
The terms were
Oh, you sold all of it then?
I don't know.
Because you only had a fourth of your soul?
I don't know. I don't know how much I sold.
super unclear. Okay, so we like. Okay, so in terms of like tactics and strategy, we don't really know what's beyond that door,
That is correct.
other than the fact. Did it look like a stone floor, like or like dirt? or
Yes.
what? Okay, cool.
The DM is nodding yes, so Wick says yes.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so that sounds like we're still inside the structure rather than outside it. Cool.
Yeah, we have no. Once we leave this room, we have no idea where we're going. So once again, with the between retreat and attack, it's kind of the same thing right now.
So it's more like bumble around with weapons until we find a strategy that either works or we die.
Sounds accurate.
Well,
Or the
first-
door.
First thing we can do is just take a look out the door when we look underneath and there's no...
Which is
No,
essentially
I
bumbling
I had
around with
opened the
weapons.
door enough to look out previously.
So what do you see?
What did I see?
You saw there was a pathway going in front of you and a pathway to the right.
I saw that.
Okay.
There's a pathway in front, and there's a pathway to the right.
And you didn't see the end of either of them?
No.
Not really.
Not very well.
I didn't know. I didn't think you guys took that much of a look. More of a
No, it was
glance.
very quick.
And any
yeah.
people or anything?
3 feet.
Wick jumps into the pit, just head first. Okay, I'm done with Wick. I can play my other character now, right?
Wow, she lasted longer than I thought. Valcher's like, I'll kill you!
To be fair, it's more likely to be a... Well, I don't know. Would it be a dagger in the middle of the night? Or, like, would you be sneaky about it? Or would you just...
Oh, I wouldn't go to sleep if Wick died. I wouldn't sleep.
Even if it wasn't
You can
by
be-
your hands?
Nobody knows what Valcher's really thinking. Hard to be sure, and hard to be safe. Everyone knows what Sai's thinking, because he
leave
says
that
everything that he
very
thinks.
specifically.
So maybe we should... I mean, eventually they're going to notice that these two, like, jerk faces have not returned.
4. 3?
3.
3. There were 2.
The 3 jerk faces that I totally and 100%
I'm gonna search the other jerk face.
Yeah, not much.
Keep searching until further notice.
That's why I thought there were only 2, because you'd only search 2 people and then declare yourself done.
To be fair, one of them died really fast. The other one,
That's true.
yeah,
Lingered.
you lingered, and then there was the jailer.
Okay.
Lingered in his
So
pre-death state.
eventually, they're going to notice that these 3 jerk faces have not come back. So,
Okay, so we should wake up everybody.
yeah.
And Wick just goes over and starts gently slapping the elves on the face. Anybody who's sleeping is just like, get up, get up.
And it starts slapping elves as a form of catharsis.
I don't think that's the best way to handle this.
Should we dump water on him?
I don't know.
Poke him with arrows like we did with Sai? Hey, Anna, start stab. No, I shouldn't say
No.
that.
No.
Start what?
Nothing.
Weird.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, he'll explain what happened to him.
You saw God?
Which would be kind of... You guys would pick up that he was in an illusion just like you guys.
Yeah.
So he'll be like, I'd assume they were in something similar.
Okay, but we woke Sai up, and we woke you up.
Right, we woke Eldred up.
Kind of.
Yeah, because once he woke up,
Maybe
he
you
started
can
busting
only
everyone
be
out.
woken up by people who love you.
Wait, then how did these 2 wake up?
I know.
Well, so are we going to keep the siege going, or are we going to retreat?
Well,
what are we going to try to do?
We need to wake everybody up.
We need to find out where we are first.
If
See
we
if
can't-
this
if-
place is worth sieging.
If we
Or if we're
leave.
already where we need to be. I don't know.
I mean, I think regardless of what we decide to do, I think freeing prisoners should be a goal. Period. End of story.
Yes.
That's a nose goes. He disagrees.
No, that's a.
On the nose.
Nose goes, I
That,
disagree.
that's me. I agree, but it's not me doing it.
It's on the nose. We're on the nose.
I mean, I will slap as many elves as I need to in order to get us out of this. I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Whereby
I
half
will-
humans aren't allowed in here.
God damn it, Sai.
A few more wake up throughout the conversation. But there's still about... That would make 8 still left. Unconscious.
I'm gonna go start, like, paying attention to them and seeing if...
They're alive.
Yeah, and, like, if I could wake them up, I'll start with, like the slapping thing and see if there's any response at all. And is there anything else that we've seen that works?
Poking.
So it's just, like, mild physical violence is the only thing that's working?
Well, I just seem to get to the end of my illusion or something and
Yeah.
was able to break it.
Do you think they'd wake up to a wet willy? She gives a wet willy to one
I
of them.
figured I wasn't gonna stop it, but
Would you?
It
I
looks
really
like
thought you were
not.
gonna like it.
Already awake.
I'm gonna start casting message and seeing if I can influence them. Basically saying, "This is a dream. You're in a."
If you say it's an illusion, they'll wake up. If you know it's an illusion, it goes away. I would know as a forest gnome.
This is a dream. You are in a prison. We need you to wake up. Essentially, to everyone.
Isn't that what happens with Link when he comes back from being like in hibernation for 7 years in
Spoilers.
Ocarina of Time? Oh come on! That came out like 1996. It's
Never
fine.
played it.
Well,
You haven't played Ocarina. I mean, the
So,
spoiler.
you go
time
through
is
and do
fine.
that on each?
yeah, right. Like,
6 of the
Statute
8
of
actually
limitations.
wake up.
Okay, that worked.
I would like to stand watch at the door.
Okay.
Have it open enough so that I can look out.
you also only have to beat like 2 temples before you get that information. This is relatively early game spoiler.
Oh my god! Seriously, we're still.
Wow,
on
how are we
this?
still on this?
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
not wrong.
stand by.
Another one of them wakes up.
Okay.
The last one wakes up. Wow, I rolled really well. Holy
No,
crap.
you didn't.
You gave them all advantage on their saving throws so that they knew what they were
Oh, cool.
doing. They were able to snap out of it.
Wow.
Ugh, last one wakes up.
Alright, now.
Where are we?
Not sure yet. Apparently, it is a prison of
You
some
appear
sort.
to be imprisoned.
So you see a couple of them, like they kind of form little small groups as they're all kind of waking up. You can tell that these were little squads that have all been sent out.
Do we recognize any of them from our few days?
One of them would have been from the battle that you guys were in. You would have seen them scarcely.
Okay.
You could recognize
Are
them.
there like 2 sort of squads? Sorry.
They'd be about 5-person squads, and
4 squads on.
so 4 or 5 squads. Yeah. Well, no, there'd be 5 squads, and one of them is a partial.
Was the battle 2 days ago? 3 days ago? I'm trying to.
You guys took a rest after.
It's at least one.
I think it would probably be somewhere around. You don't know how long you've been out now.
Yeah, but like.
But-
from where Wick last remembered.
Probably about 24 hours ago.
Oh.
Previous to
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we
It was pretty close.
we were there and
pretty quick.
gone.
Actually, he might.
Okay,
would know.
everybody. Ildren, you 2. Everybody pick a squad and let's talk to them and see if we can get any information. If there's any information we can glean from any of them. Yeah? Everybody pick one.
I'll pick the one with the person I know in it.
Alright. And you guys all talk, and for the most part, they have similar information to you guys. Some of them figured out what the clues were all about for the tablet, and but they all basically came in through that entrance.
Okay, so none of us know a different way in.
And they didn't see anything of like their enemy or anything like that.
Okay, how many of you are spellcasters?
They got 22.
Yeah, they've just had a
Six
long
of them
rest.
would be.
Okay, good to know.
Well, do we just go and start kicking this city's ass?
Out of character question, have we
I'm
had
down.
enough time to do a short rest?
No.
No.
You guys would be about
Cool.
20 to 30 minutes in.
Cool. Okay, well, I guess the next thing we need to decide is right or straight? Or both.
If,
There's 27 of us.
yeah, I think it would be worth splitting, but it also isn't at the same time, because if we run into something, then it would be worth having everyone.
I turned to this. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, the other thing that I would be worried about is somebody coming up behind us. So, which is why I think going straight, because we can see further going straight. Correct?
You have no idea.
We can see further going
Have I
straight.
seen further
Um,
straight than right?
you didn't. Did you stick your head out when you looked?
I've been keeping watch, like with the door open.
So going straight, it's not that far. And then if you stick your head out, I can tell you about the right.
I'm gonna look and be like,
I can look. Right now, I can only really see straight. If I open the door more and look out, I can look right.
You have the ability to look like one of the hobgoblins.
Yes, I do. I do that.
I use disguise self, mask of many faces.
I don't think you
I
look
can't!
like a hobgoblin.
And you have the chain on.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
I try to.
So while Lick is presumably going like, no, what? Like yelling at
Like what
her
Lick would do.
arm, I turn to the like squads of people and like just get an inventory of like who's good at what, like who's sneaky, who's like a big battle person. We already know about spellcasters. Just sort of get a feel for like what we have there and what their skills are and how well they're doing. Like, do they look like they're beat up? Are they tired? Do they have resources?
Everybody looks pretty fresh
Okay.
because no one, at least none of you guys or none of them, took physical damage or anything before. It was all in your head. When you wake up, you're fine. Mostly they're all pretty stealthy. A lot of rogue, monk, druid types because this is like kind of like a half scouting, half infiltration mission. And there are a few burly guys like Ildren.
Okay. So I
not many.
after kind of that little discussion and just being like, oh, raise your hand if you're the, you know what I mean, like going through and talking to them and everything, I turn back to the group and I say, yeah, so we've got a lot of skills in sneaking with us right now, and so it might make sense to sort of like try to overrun the dam, right? Like try to sneak as many people around as possible, and hopefully somebody can get out and get important information out, and somebody sees something that's worthwhile. Like there's danger in that, but there's also like if one person gets caught, that's a distraction for everybody else. Yeah.
We could ask them.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to stay here. Maybe they'd rather find a way out.
Let me see that lock while we're chatting about it.
Please.
Now that I actually have time and I'm not going to get stabbed while trying to unlock you.
Sure.
If there's like a clear...
I'm going to take my time. I'm going to like be like, okay, how many pins are there in this lock? Like, what do I need to do?
Go with advantage then.
If there's a clear leader, then I will talk to that person because...
Ildren would be the highest ranking.
Would that be sleight of hand or how would that be?
It's dex plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
So that is a unnatural 20.
That's was it 4 failed?
Yeah.
I do not
It was
remember.
4 failed.
You didn't
That's
take
not enough.
expertise in these tools.
Okay. Hey, would somebody with brute strength other... You know what? Screw it.
Wicked leans down and tries to like bend him enough.
Hold on. Ildren walks over. He looks at one of the guys who have like a battle axe and grabs it. All right, hold still. Stick your leg out. All right, we're gonna roll an attack.
Oh no.
And
Now
there
what?
goes the leg.
Is a crit a decapitated leg? Like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll this out here just because I don't want to just. Oh God! All right.
He misses.
It's not a nat 1. It's a 3. He brings it down, and he just like it just nicks off and hits the ground next to you.
Ow.
Huh. Thought that would be easier.
Maybe not necessarily with a great axe.
All right, let me try it again with my
Anybody have any
hands.
hammers around?
That would at least give me a foot
Some of the
afterwards.
packs have hammers. Did you do a burglar's pack? I think that has a hammer in it.
He'll try the brute strength. If you want to assist him,
Yeah,
you'll
I will.
give
I will
advantage.
give him. I will help.
That would be a 23. That should be enough to just bend
It's a
it
crowbar.
out a little bit, and you can pull your leg out.
Just to be. She wants to be sure she casts minor illusion of
Yep.
a frog.
The
Frog
frog.
appears.
Yay.
Good to,
Okay.
good to see you back on your game, Wick.
Yeah, now if only I had the spell slots.
What's a
I'm
spell
tired.
slot?
It's me being tired.
That there mana.
I say that before we do it. I think that we should go out there and we should just pick straight or right.
Do you want me to look out the right?
I don't think it's worth it because I think we want to rest up just in case you get caught. Because I know you're super sneaky, but I would recommend we're all rested up before we risk being seen.
All right. Well, you asked about the soldiers. Everyone's ready to go. We're all ready to fight. That's why we're here. And with or without you guys, we're going to do something, some sort of attack.
So I can make myself look up to a foot shorter or taller. And I can I make myself look like just a goblin?
Yeah.
I do that. I can look out like this.
I mean, if you get caught and we're weak, then we're screwed.
Okay. I will let it drop.
How far were you gonna go?
Like, just open the door.
Oh, I think that's fine. Go take a look. I'll take a look. Fuck, I don't care. Ridiculous. We should know what's down the hallway.
I cast Mask of Many Faces again to look like a goblin, and I open the door and look down the right hallway.
Sure.
Like, be careful, but like, just look.
Yeah, like I'm doing it not stealthily, but carefully.
Looking down the right, you see it's a long corridor, and that it in the distance it's branches, so that there's one to the left, one to the right, and then another one that keeps going straight.
And to the straight ahead, it's just like a dead end. There's a door.
It just is like kind of off in the distance. It's
Okay.
a large scale, with very few entrances. In front of you, now you're able to take more of a look. You see that it starts to curve, but that there's a door over there, and then you see the outline of like almost like a white robe, like right at the edge where you can see.
Fighting every instinct, Quick closes the door. Which direction were the feet walking? Were they like turning
from the right, going to the straight.
So I share all of that information, including which direction the feet had been walking, and that there was some sort of white robe thing at the end of the hallway going straight.
I mean, were you looking at a coat rack, or was it a person?
With the white robe, was I looking at, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
If you wanted to peek around and look, you could. It's like barely on, like you just see a little bit of cloth and such.
Yeah. All I saw was a little bit of cloth, so it could have been either. It could have been statue that looked really realistic. It could have been statue wearing clothes.
That's a weird idea. Why would we do that?
If you guys want to give me a perception check too.
Are we,
I did not pick it.
are we in the mountains or the forest?
Oh
No.
no.
I had to think about it.
Unnatural 20.
18.
5.
No way, I've been.
You two both hear like a scream come out, and like it's echoed a little bit, and it's like the trail end of it
Can we tell from which way it was coming?
outside the door.
Let's say outside the door.
We can't tell from the right or from the front at all. No.
No, not with like the door closed and stuff. There would be no way.
Keep in mind, we're in a place that has illusions. Possibly.
Yeah, but I'm normally good with illusions. That's like my thing. I'm raised to know illusions.
Yes. Everyone here, we just need to make sure that that's something we are conscious of.
That means that somebody who calls out to you needing help is probably not real.
I prefer to err on the better side of that, but yes, that is definitely a possibility.
What I mean is
Keep that in mind when she asks for healing.
What I mean is not to completely ignore them. What I mean is to be cautious and do not put yourself into a vulnerable position.
Yes. Don't rush to a voice.
Oh man, I love doing that.
I know.
Okay, so what are we doing? Did you talk to people?
Yeah, they just they're ready to roll.
My vote is straight. See what that...
Straight is so boring though.
Well, we have something at the end of it, so...
Weird that you would say that.
I know, right? From me of all people.
No, that's crazy.
There's some sort of cloth at the end of it. If it's a guard, and then all of a sudden they start hearing that people are escaping, that's going to be an issue.
Fine, tactically it makes the most sense.
Desktop is working now.
No.
Desktop?
So, just for anyone curious, if it is now working.
It was very strange.
Twitch fixed itself. For once, it wasn't our technical issue.
It
This one time.
Twitch got all twitchy. Okay.
Twitch had a twitch.
Mm-hmm. Twitch had a glitch. Twitch.
One of the soldiers comes up. Ildren, sir. We should be moving. We are anxious to get doing something.
Yeah,
Yes,
you say that with full health.
We should
So
get
salty.
moving, or come up with a battle plan now. We're wasting a lot of time in dangerous territory.
Figuring it out. Do you want to go in with no information? Because I can do that.
We
Good.
know.
Let's
That's
go.
proven.
He gave me permission. But actually,
It would be
We
great
already
if you
figured
didn't
this thing
aid and
out.
abet poor behavior on behalf of Wick Tibbers. Thank you, Ildren.
I'm here to kill things. Things are out there.
Yeah, and if you let Wick, like, do whatever she wants, the things killed will be us. It has been proven many times.
Wick thought it, she didn't say it. She's like, wait, does that include us?
Yeah.
All I want to make sure of is that we're not putting ourselves in a worse situation by hurrying into something. I'm trying to make sure that I have,
He's
that
trying
I'm
not
that
to
I'm well
die in
that
the
I'm
middle
well
of a
enough to
battle.
actually help people. So
yeah, I'm a little tapped for abilities. I'm tired and I am hurting.
We need like 20 minutes or so.
Like, I get it that you guys are anxious, but some of us fought while you guys were asleep, so...
We had like an actual battle that was not just an illusion.
All right, get your rest.
Thank you.
We'll do a little scouting.
Well, we tried.
He motions. He goes over and starts giving a few orders and commands and such. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Just basically going for a short rest.
Yeah,
Short
rest.
The minimum we can do for a short rest.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot going on over here.
Okay. So Ildren and a few of the elves go up to the door, and it opens, and a few of them go out. And they close it. Let's see.
Ooh.
Ildren goes as well, in his wolf form. About 5 or 10 minutes later, they all make it back, except for one
person or one group?
or one person.
What happened? What'd you see?
Well, the city is impressive. The tunnels, we didn't really find a whole lot. They seem to be pretty empty down here. Found one place with, like, we noticed now that we're looking for those orbs or the gems or whatever that were stuck in the ceiling. We've seen a few of those. So there are definitely enchantments about.
Makes sense.
And then we saw some individuals straight ahead, so we didn't go that way.
Where's the other one?
is it the white cloak?
He hasn't come back.
Where did he go?
Don't know.
Which direction did he go?
We all went down the straight path and then split up.
Okay.
I think if I had to guess, I would say he went to the right after. So he went to the right, then he went another right.
Okay.
So either that means that person is lost or captured, in which case people know that there's something afoot.
And throughout a lot of this time, you guys do hear the occasional like scream and yell, and like it sounds like painful screams, and like something's going on and wrong. All right, so you guys done your short rest. You're at 21 elves. What else? What now?
Well, how far did you get, and why did you come back at some point?
Well, came back because We were waiting for you so we can do whatever it is that we're doing, but I was just trying to get some information. I went to look at the city a little bit and just wandered around the peripheral a little bit and then came back.
So do we know which place we're in?
No idea.
Did you see outside?
Maybe. Doesn't look like outside, but it looks like outside.
Does it look like a not of this world outside?
It looks like a castle with nothing above it.
I guess that's where we're supposed to go because we went in the
Sounds
direction
right.
of Pupia's fort and found a way into here, which I'm guessing is her fort. So I would be willing to go off the information that we are in Pupia's stronghold.
Yeah, and that screaming and everything you heard is definitely down the other path.
Well, if you wanted to help a bunch of elves. That's an open-ended question.
You asking me?
Yeah, do you want to go down that path and find out what's going on down there?
My
Maybe.
answer is yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm going.
I was about to say, if it's a path that we haven't explored, it's a path worth
Alright. Well,
exploring.
It's worth taking a look. That's for
I'm
sure.
ready when anyone else is, so.
Okay, now, next question. Last one before we leave.
Can you promise that?
No.
Nope.
Sneaky, or do we want people like me and Eldrin up front? Not that you can't sneak, Eldrin. I can't sneak. But I can take a hit better than some.
How far have people gone to that side?
Nowhere,
No,
because there's
no one straight.
something right there.
Well,
I mean, there's 26 of us. I don't know how sneaky 26 of us can be.
how far down the path was it that this thing is? Is it worth just a couple sneaky people going up there and seeing if we can just take care of it if it's a guard?
It's like 10 feet ahead.
Let's go take a look then. Let's go.
If you want.
I mean, if it's one thing in a white robe, I like to believe that all of us can take it.
Okay, so sneaky people out.
Sneak people out.
Sneak people out.
You keep an eye on it.
Sneak out.
Sir Rush.
I'll do my best. Don't sneak out of my vision.
No, I'm saying look, and if we start fighting something, then feel free to come join us.
Well, no, I was just gonna stand here.
Well, don't do that.
That does seem very out of character for you. Let's move on.
Once again, Wick throws herself into the pit.
Veltron's just about to off himself.
Alright, give me stealth.
Wick keeps trying, it's not working. The DM isn't taking her seriously.
Oh God.
25.
Accurate.
That one.
That one.
Okay.
So they're all those net 20s for you last week.
So one elf comes up with you and starts like stealthing really well. The other one does the same and is not as good but pretty good. Pulls out two daggers and has them in. At
Yeah,
arms.
my weapons are drawn.
And you're taking the lead.
Sure.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
I am standing in the doorway.
So
Proud of you.
Sai heads out. You look, you see the familiar like pathway, and I guess I should have been more specific that it's like you're inside of like rock, and it's been like carved out. So
Okay.
it's like
So it's not like a
not like open
stone
pathways.
laid or whatever. It's
I mean, it's stone on the bottom,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's been laid, but it's like it's not been carved out. Kind of reminds you a little bit of like the dwarven
yeah,
tunnels
yeah,
and
yeah,
such.
yeah. But not
Um,
like we're not in like a hallway with like bricks and stuff.
Right.
What do we call that monster in the tunnels? Sloth hands?
Oh yeah, sloth hands.
Sloth hands.
Yeah.
From the dwarf tunnels.
No, Hansy was the other one.
I'm
Hansy
pretty
was
sure
Penny.
that was just a hooked horror, but I guess I'm
Yeah,
not
sloth
sure.
hands. That's what I just said. That doesn't remember anything.
All right. So you go out and just meld into the wall, and then Enna comes, like looking around, falls flat. Kind of echoes out.
Does the
She
white cloth
swears
move?
pretty loudly.
What are you doing? You're
I'm
moving
taking a
out.
look after I hear that, I'm taking a look at the white cloth and seeing if it's moving.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and look.
Yeah.
All right, so you go ahead and look, and you see an elf in a white outfit, just looking blankly forward.
Towards us?
And just, like, blankly forward at the wall.
Do I recognize it?
It.
I mean, we're in illusion land.
The other two elves kind of, like, go to help you up and kind of meld into the wall a little bit.
I'm gonna put away my normal rapier and kind of walk up to it and like put a hand on its shoulder.
Okay.
Does it move?
No.
I'm gonna like
Is it a ghost?
test its pulse. Is it alive?
Mm-hmm. His hand does not go through.
Ghost.
And so since you got close, you see that it is the elf, and then there's a door, and there's another elf on the other side. Same.
Staring
not-
at each other.
No, they're both staring straight out, like straight ahead of them. The one is a male that you're looking at, and the other one's a female.
I'm gonna kind of shake its shoulder a little bit.
You just shake it a little bit. No reaction.
But do you shake it like a Polaroid picture?
I'm gonna ask Ildren, just be like, what?
Illusion's back. He didn't go with
You
this.
didn't go? Alright, I'll go back and talk to Ildren.
Okay.
It's an elf. It's two elves, actually. They're just staring in the same direction.
Did you look to see what they were looking at?
Ahead. I'm sorry, I figured you didn't want to stay up and not have me stealth out so that you couldn't see me. Was that not a thing?
Well, I thought I was wondering if you like turned around to look.
Well,
to see.
I have new information. I figured it was worth everybody hearing before we move on. It's just
Well-
two elves, both staring down the hallway away
Sorry,
from us.
okay.
No, they're
yeah.
so it kind of bends a little
Yeah.
bit. Then there's a door,
Uh-huh.
and then there's an elf on either side,
Yeah.
and they're both just looking, and it's just the wall on the other side. Just
Okay,
staring
so yeah,
right at the wall.
so their faces are towards the wall that we would have come in. We would have been going, or Sai would have been going past to see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I would have kept going forward, I would have just hit this wall. Okay.
Well, it's bending. It's
I
just a
wasn't-
pathway that bends a little bit and then keeps going the same direction.
I wasn't
I'll-
asking
I'll
if you
I'll
kept
relay on
going
that.
into the
Yeah,
wall. I asked if you turned around and like physically looked at what they had been looking at.
Like if you
No.
You would have noticed there's nothing. It's just the wall.
There you go.
Can I go out now?
You do whatever you want.
Sure.
I would like to go up to the elves.
Okay.
Quietly, but not trying to sneak.
Okay.
So not quietly.
So even less than the stealth.
Not having
Is
to
it two
roll
on a stealth better than just walking
Clink.
quietly?
Clink.
I wonder where the
That's not so
like,
bad.
Not yeah.
Not where it's like echoing down the halls. Yes.
When I get up to them,
I'll go with you.
Yeah, the
Did
two
they-
elves are still like there,
Yeah.
just kind of holding.
Do they see? Like I touch like the fabric. Does it feel like fabric? Does it
Yeah.
feel like?
Feels like a robe.
I look for one of those gems up above us.
You can do perception.
9.
Nope, don't see one.
Finally remembering that I have the cantrip message, I cast it into the first elf. Hello? Well, nobody's home. Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Alright, well. Guess we should keep going then.
Are their eyes moving at all during any of this? Not at all.
Sorry, I'm too short. Can you just in front of them? Thank you.
From inside that door, you hear a scream.
Is this what happens? You spend too long in the illusions?
I don't know.
Is this the end state?
Well, sorry, that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I like draw an arrow and point it at them and see if they react at all.
No
Nothing.
reaction.
I'll search and see if they have anything on them.
Nothing.
No money?
They're cultists. They've given up everything.
Yeah, do they look like, are they dressed identically?
Yeah, they both have on the same white robe.
Is it a robe that we've seen before? Like, is it no. So
It's
not
like a very generic,
Yeah.
plain white, like no insignias, no symbols, nothing.
and
Just
it's
like
not like fancy or anything. There's no
No.
like embroidery in
Cheap.
the same. Okay.
Are their hoods up or down? Or do they
down.
not have? Okay. Are they like? Do they have any like tattoos or brands, or their head shaped in a particular way or anything like that?
Any identifying marks?
Any identifying marks that the two share would no.
All right. Well, I say we just keep going if we want to get to wherever they're torturing people.
The male elf looks a little bit like built, like strong. The female elf is a little bit more slender, but
Okay.
Do they have chains on them?
No.
Go, please.
All right. I'll keep going.
Yes.
You stay here.
where are you going?
Continue down the hallway.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go.
I guess the other
Try not to
two.
fail this time.
Let's redo stealth.
Oh man.
That sounds great. That's not great, but
26.
12.
And so you're just staying with the elves?
Apparently.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to stealth with us?
I'd like to just go. I rolled it. No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. So as you guys head down the pathway, it curves a little bit. Like it's like almost like a subtle like curve that just keeps going around, and every probably about 50 feet or so, you come across like another doorway, very bland. There you go past two that are empty, and then on the third one you see another pair of elves. Well, actually, this one is one elf and a human, just standing in the same position.
Same thing. Same robes. Same
Yep.
everything.
All the same stuff, like wave our hands and all that same reaction.
Same reactions.
This time I'll try like walking up to the door and like reach out as if I'm gonna like open the door. See if they react to that at
Okay.
all.
They don't react.
Okay.
Is it
Are you gonna open the door? And then you hear another scream from inside the same door that
Wick is gonna go. Wick is gonna open the door.
I've been rolling will saves, damn it! And they have been not good.
Self-imposed will saves.
I mean, but they're fair though. Like,
Is she going to react to it
I
and try
feel
to
like
do the
this
heroic
is-
thing?
I mean, this is Wick.
oh crap. Where are you in all this? 'Cause are you still in the
Yeah.
first room?
Yeah.
Okay. Get Valchar, he says to one of the elves who will go and get you, and he'll walk up along with so the two stealth elves went with them, and then through more of kind of filtered out into this common space, just like it's like a room of like not so you couldn't see it down this, but if they came here, it'd be like a bunch of elves just like hanging around the side. So as you go,
Super sneaky, guys. Super sneaky.
you open the door. Ildren quickly behind you with another like 3 elves. Just kind of rush like to your. You see, you open the door and you see that there are 6 tied up figures, very similar way chained, and then there's a goblin in front, like with a wand out and like targeting an individual. Natural 1 on his perception. He doesn't notice you
You don't
open
see
the door.
Do we?
He's
I
really
don't know
doing what he's
where we
doing.
are in relation to.
Hey,
We're
gotta enjoy
pausing
work.
your part for a second
I
because
was
you're
just-
about to
I was
go to
just saying,
open.
do we have any knowledge of what's happening?
No.
Okay, we can't see or hear or anything.
No.
Okay.
You guys are,
My spells will
I think, 150 feet away at this point.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I love
Short
short
rest.
rests.
Sure, there's a warlock.
Uh-huh.
So what do you do, Wick?
Give me a sec. I just remembered that my spell slots are back.
Must be nice.
I am going
And
to.
a few seconds after, while
Is-
Wick is looking at what she's doing, an elf basically says, "Hey, Wick is going in one of the doors. Ildren wanted you."
I start heading that way.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I can easily reach this goblin within 25 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run up and stab him with my short sword. Stab him with my short sword.
Okay.
So what we now
Roll
call
sneak attack.
the wicking.
Sure.
Uh,
Right? I wish.
Ildren says, "Attack!" as he runs in, and he's right behind you. Like you're stabbed, and he's just like above, like coming down with these.
Gee, I should have cast Fey Presence in that moment.
Is that a loud attack or a quiet attack? Would we have heard it down the hall?
We can have you roll a perception check, and then 2 elves are gonna pop in on either side and shoot bows at you. So go ahead and roll.
No, I didn't hear that at all.
23.
On my way out.
I
rolled a 1.
I mean, this is for you would be a passive perception because it's right in front of you.
Okay.
Like this isn't like a thing where it's like they're like 15 feet away, and you could.
Because that's around the corner though, so I'd be like da da da, and then it would have been the reaction.
I rolled a 23 on my
16.
perception.
I'm not rolling bonkers tonight.
God, what is
If
Sorry.
If that's the case, then I just burned a 1. So.
How far is 150 feet for actually hearing? So, oh well. Yeah, you'd
150
probably hear some echoes of some clatter, but
And
wouldn't have
also-
any real idea of what it is.
But
I
I
don't
could
know
hear that it was back behind us, like
Yeah.
where it came from.
Because
Is
that
it
would be because it would kind of echo.
is it on the other side of the door that we're at? Like, is that on the same room or no?
Huh?
No.
How big is this chamber that they just ran in?
Are there other doors in the room that I just entered? Are
No.
there other doors?
I'm asking if we're a different door to the same room, or no.
No.
Okay.
This room it's like 25 feet on either side. Goes
Okay.
in and kind of like is like a circle at the other half.
Once I hear that, I'll say, everyone, hold on, I heard something, and I'll start slowly
I'll
heading
roll
back.
the
Stealthy.
I rolled a
I'll go back
13
with
for
you.
my first attack. I assume that misses.
Yeah, that'll miss.
There we go. That's a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 or 9.
Eight.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Should have cast
Oh, no.
Max.
Okay.
9 damage.
Okay. This guy doesn't have a lot of HP, and taking 2 bow shots, a sneak attack, your hit, and Ildren smash just KOs him.
Yeah.
And at about that point, I run the corner. Really? Really?
What? We killed him. We're fine.
Oh, you want him?
Should
He
we-
picks up the goblin and throws
Should
it.
we have asked him for information?
Are you there?
We just started heading back.
Oh, the bow shots were from them. Got it. I was
Mhm.
confused. Okay.
You're not the
We're
only one
heading
with a
back.
bow.
What? I'm the only one with a really fancy, awesome bow.
I
didn't
would
say
like
fancy
to
awesome
try
bow
and
shots.
figure out if anybody who is chained up is an illusion.
Okay, sure. You can go up and start inspecting. You don't have to roll for it. It's pretty easy to figure out like if there's flesh there or not. Like everything feels real. A few of them so
Are they
2 of
like,
them.
as I say? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So 2 of them don't have any reaction when you touch them. You see some blood. Like they're like covered up like with like almost like a sheet like completely. So you just like see like a sheet a little bit, and you can like touch and feel. And one of them has like blood. Like the 2 that aren't moving have a bunch of blood on them. One of them that's slightly kind of twitching and moving a little bit has like not nearly as much, but some blood. It looks a little bit like fresh. The other one has a little bit of like a response and like a low grunt. Same with the one, and then there's another one that like says like, oh, hello.
In common.
Yeah.
And all of the figures look tall humanoid.
Yeah.
Hi.
Please just kill me.
I'd rather save you if you're a
No,
good person.
No, please. It hurts too much. Just end it.
It's not what I'm here to do.
Please.
What's your name?
Just kind of slumps a little bit, like goes limp.
Spare the dying.
Torture.
So what are you gonna do?
Are we back? Let me know when we get back.
I'll go up to the other one who had a reaction.
Okay, just like slight like moving, like it moves a little bit.
Hello? Can you talk?
I'll look around at the other people who are in the room, like not
Okay.
chained up, but just like the rest of them.
They're all covered with like sheets.
Well, no, not the people who are chained up.
Oh,
like
okay.
Adrian and
Like
other
the elves?
Belchar, yeah.
All right. Well, let's take these down. Eldrin walks over and tells us to take the sheets off. Goes and starts taking them down. How fast were you guys going?
Stealthing.
Stealthing.
I was at least.
Probably around this time you guys would be showing up. They're taking the sheets off of everybody, and you can see the ones that are bloody have like a large amount of blood that's like pooled out of their eyes. Has like gone down their body. One of them has like like it's like just started and it's like going down.
Are they
It's
wearing
not
the
a
same
normal
thing as
place
the
to be.
elves that were in the hallway?
Are they what?
Are they wearing the same things that are?
These ones are actually just naked underneath the sheets.
I'm gonna go up to one of them that is bleeding out of the eyes, or was, and like actually open up their eyes just to see if there's anything in there that one, are there eyes? Two, like, is there anything that could ascertain whether it's like magical or if like eyes have changed color or things like that?
Okay. So yeah, you go to open up the eyes and you see that it is clearly coming from like bleeding from the eyes. I guess that would probably be like a medicine check.
Hey,
Can
I'm
we
good at
not get
those.
too graphic though? Is that okay?
That's great. 9.
It looks like they had some sort of like trauma through that was really targeted in the eyes.
Something torturous, essentially. Seemingly.
Probably not torturous.
Okay.
It looking, you see it's a lot of similar. This is very a specific thing that is happening.
Okay.
Because they all of the bleeding ones have that same injury.
Do I see the wand on the ground?
Yeah.
I'll pick it up and show it to Valchar and be like,
Okay.
What was he doing with this?
I will. You got 10 minutes?
He was using it to torture I'll point to whichever one he was torturing when we came in.
Was it one of the two with the blood?
I think it was the one.
Was it the one that I was talking to?
Yeah, it was. He wanted to die. He said he was in pain.
I'll take a look at it when we get out of here.
Eldrin, these are your people. He was begging to die. I guess that's a decision you have to make, unfortunately. Wick, you want to keep this in case we see a goblin down the road that we want to teach a lesson? The wand.
Killing is one thing. Torture is another.
Goblins are one thing, elves are another. Fine, I'll keep it. I'll put it in my bag.
If it's an opportunity, it's an opportunity.
What? I have no idea what they were doing in here. I don't know. Let's leave them and find a way out and then come back and get them.
Give it to me. I will do it right now.
Here you go.
Use identify.
You can just do an Arcana check first.
I will do that. Not great at that, but
No,
yeah, no,
but
it's a
I
3.
am.
Not great at it, plus not great roll. Eagle's not great.
Sure. So you can do
Crazy.
10 minutes for an identify.
No, I'll just do. I'm not doing it ritually.
Okay.
I'm just using the spell slot.
Trying to save your spell slot. But with a 3, you can tell that it's not like it doesn't have like it's not like a magical wand. It was like what he would channel his
It's a
magical
focus.
power through, so it'd be a focus. So really it wouldn't do anything for any of you.
Whatever he was doing through himself. This isn't anything special.
Alright. Well, let's keep going. See if we can stop any of this. You ready to go?
Yeah.
What did you see down the hall?
Another
Another door.
pair of elves, another door.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know, but we should kill these goblins. Whatever it is, we can stop it.
Have the guards up front reacted at all?
You go look.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They're still just staring at the wall.
I don't think they're guards. I don't know what they are, but I don't think they're guards.
If I look back in my memory, have I ever seen anything like this before? Elves just staring at it in like almost a ritualistic fashion, but not actually doing anything.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think this would be.
Do the folks at the door, do their eyes look normal?
You specifically look at the
Yeah,
eyes.
go look.
They look like they've been damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's something off, and they have a very, very, very. Give me perception. Let's see, or
I was going to say,
yeah.
kind of wants to go up and see if these look like normal elves or if something is off about them besides like the obvious that they're just standing there staring.
Sure, you can give me perception.
Eldred.
Or yeah, investigation.
Oh.
I think.
Yes, even better.
So yeah, so you see, and they have a very vacant look. Like, it's like somebody's like dazed out. You can really tell just looking at their eyes. This is like that times a lot.
Wick, is this what I looked like when I was out?
No, you were asleep. 24, natural 20.
These look, they could fit in any of the
Okay.
generic elves. Like,
So it doesn't look like their skin has like a blue tint to it or something like that.
Or, well, okay, I guess that doesn't work with this world.
right. So I don't want to like
So
confuse
breeze.
you with additional details.
okay.
It you don't come up with anything that would be significant.
Okay.
Well, Eldred, want to take out another goblin in the next room?
So you said their eyes look damaged, but
Let's go.
like put back
Start walking
together, or
Like it looks like something has like pierced through it,
Okay.
but they look like they might be functional.
okay. All right, I'll follow you guys as you.
Okay, Eldred,
All right. So you guys go down
to the next door.
Are we going
So-
with?
those two, and then the third one with the elf and the human.
It's
Yeah.
fine by
Okay,
me.
sure.
More the merrier.
Can you see? Is there like a window in the door?
It's like a old fashioned wooden door with like a big brass handle. That you can
Yes, most
push in.
people put windows on their torture rooms.
Well,
They probably don't expect a bunch of people to get out.
Bunch of sightseers. And here we got.
I'm gonna see if I can take a look at the handle and see if there's a way to open it slowly, or if it's just an old ass handle and there's no way to do it.
It looks like you're just gonna have to open it. It's not a.
All right, I'll
It's-
open it slowly and see if there's another goblin inside.
Give me a. Let's just check your sleight of hand. See how well you can kind of muffle and
Sleight of hand is 17.
oh, nice. You got a 16. So you're able to get it open enough where he doesn't notice.
There is a goblin inside.
Mm-hmm.
Same amount of elves, basically the same room.
Not the same. Basically the same room, but this one only has 4 elves. There seems to be a large amount of blood on all 4 of them. Yeah,
Okay.
in this room.
I will sneak up on him and try to cut him.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
Shoot.
Roll your attacks.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna tell
Any-
Rick to draw what's going on with the dead elves.
Did you check?
The ones that I put in the first room. The first room that we were just.
you
in.
want me to draw like the blood on?
Yes.
Yeah.
None of them are dead.
Okay. Draw the physical.
None of them are dead.
Malformations.
Because that is now.
Yeah.
I will have. Valchar assumes that they're dead.
You would have been able when you went up and were looking. You know well enough that they're alive. I would have told you
Okay.
if they're dead.
Any advantages for surprise attack or anything?
No, you don't have advantage. You can just roll your attack though.
21.
22, 19.
Are any of the other elves attacking with me? Am I close to any of them?
It'll general attack with you too. You have a surprise attack anyways. You have
Yeah,
sneak
you would-
attack
you
because
would've
it's
gotten
a
sneak attack
surprise.
anyway.
Okay.
There's some rolls.
3, 11, 21, 24.
21.
And
Yeah,
2
he
temporary
smoked.
hit points. Same wand, same
Not the same, not the same one, but like a similar type
So
thing.
another
A focus. Yeah.
Anything else I search for? Anything else I gather from searching the goblin?
They don't really do much with
Yeah, they're goblins.
physical stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I'll try to wake people up.
Okay. These are all more bloody, and they don't have really any reaction when you interact with them, but they're still alive.
Ildren, is it worth waking them up? They seem to be in worse state than the previous.
How do we wake them up?
I have no idea. The last ones were
Doesn't-
a couple of them were woken up when we got to the last room.
Surprisingly, it does not look like a major poke in the eye will do the trick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The ones in the last room, were they sleeping? Kind of like we were.
No.
Okay. I'll go up and
Motionless.
see if I can shake a little bit of all 4 of the elves.
Okay, sure. You do that. No reaction on the first 3 at all.
Okay.
The last one kind of like twitches a little bit, like slight movement when you try to do that.
I got nothing, Ildren.
I don't like this. I get a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I do too. Let's keep going. Let's finish as many of these as we can.
Well, we got to fight now. This isn't going to last
Oh, yeah,
for very
we're not-
long.
We're not stopping this. Or we're going to stop this.
Well, let's split up and start
Taking
doing
them
some
down.
damage.
Sounds good.
Let's go meet up with the others.
All right.
So everybody kind of meets up again.
Valchar, same thing. Only none of them woke up.
All of them worse state,
These are
or
worse.
All of them the same or worse than
Overall.
the worst 2 in that room. So let's keep going. Take these bastards out. See what we can do.
yep.
Keep going to the next door.
Just hold on. I'm going to take some elves. We're going to go deal with this. Take 2 of the parties. Go this way. The other 3 parties, well, we'll absorb the partial one. We'll send 2 parties the other way. Why don't you guys go explore in the other direction? We can handle this.
What's the other direction? I'm assuming
Like-
motions or something like the way we're going, or
No, the other way. So like when
the
you
right hall.
yeah, the right hall
'Kay.
towards where the city is and stuff.
yeah. All right, Eldrin. I'll see you outside.
All right. If you find anything, you let me know.
We'll do. We got a way to tell you. We do not have a way to tell you.
Not today.
We'll come find you.
Find a way to tell us.
If you find any more information, I say we meet up at the room that we started in.
All right. Check back in every once in a while.
Sounds good.
So the Ildren will take kind of control of that partial party, and then the 2 more, and those 3 will head down that path and start exploring that way.
Okay.
And yeah, the elves are just still stationary, not moving on the outside.
And they're wearing a robe.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up to the male elf, the first male elf, and just be like, if anybody wants to look away, and I'm gonna see if I can like take the robe off and just kind of see if there's any like torture marks or see if there's anything I can find out.
Okay, sure. You take it off rather easily. Inspect him. He looks fine. It's just the eyes look kind of messed up.
Valchar, any magic way that you could imagine somebody would do this, or any way to undo it? I mean, they just look out of it. Are they held? Are they like you do sometimes?
It doesn't look like they're held, because usually anyone who's held is still conscious.
Living, breathing.
Does this look like some kind of ritual?
I mean, that's what it looks like, but I've never seen anything like this. But I want to figure out what's going on, because it could be a key to getting out of here or anything that they're doing. All right. Is it worth trying to? I know it sounds horrible, but is it worth trying to cause physical harm to any of them and seeing if we can either wake one up or stop whatever is happening? Or
I would say if you're gonna do it,
if I was in their state, I'd rather be stabbed than continue.
I would say not. If you're gonna do something to them, I would say do it with the butt of your dagger.
Okay.
Hit them as hard as you can if you want, but don't stab them.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna flip one of my short swords around and just whack in the back of the head.
Back of the head. Okay.
You don't know if this continues to progress while there's not somebody here. You know.
Roll an attack and then roll damage.
24 to hit.
Yep.
Is it sneak attack? Are they snuck up on?
Yeah, that would be a sneak attack.
If this isn't a sneak attack, then nothing's a sneak attack, right?
The question is, are they conscious of what's happening,
Right.
essentially?
A lot. They fall down. Falls
like
down.
gets knocked out.
All right.
I don't know if that answered anything.
I have a water flask. I'm gonna pour some water on its face and see if I can wake it up now.
Nothing.
Jesus, what's going on here? I don't know.
Let's go down the right and see what we find there.
All right.
Let's start.
All right. We'll continue.
Okay. The other elf group is just kind of following behind you guys. You guys make it up to where it has the intersection. And as you get closer here, you can hear that there are more noises, there are more things. Definitely activity to the left when you go up to the T, or the cross.
Okay. Well, might as well go this way first.
Sneaky, or do you want me in front with my shield up?
I would like to be sneaky throughout all of this until we are discovered as
Do we
a
want the
jailbreak.
entire party to be sneaky?
I think if we can attempt to be sneaky, great. If not, that's fine if you want to be up front. But it's going to be the whole group that's going to be all traveling together.
Yeah. Still sneaking then.
Vote
For me.
Sneaking.
Okay. Well, where do you want us to go? The elves. Which way? Should we go straight and right or with you?
What's the makeup of the elves? Like, do we have several of the spellcasters, half the spellcasters?
It would be like one spellcaster, one decently like tankish guy, and then a couple. The other three would be like stealthy.
Spellcasters in the middle. One tank front, one tank back, and
Which
sneakies.
Are they coming with
no,
us, or
which
are they
way
going
should
the
we
other
go
direction?
though?
I think they should, especially if there's a lot of if we run into a bunch of people. I think it'd be nice to have them. Maybe on the way back, if we come back, then we can split.
Yeah, why don't you stay with us, at least until we find out what's going on in this direction, because that seems to be like torture wing. So let's just why don't you keep going with us?
Okay. They'll all kind of start stealthing.
Okay.
Varying skill. Alright, so as you peek out and look to the left, you see like a large city in front of you with a castle made of gold in the middle, just like reaching up. It's mostly decorated in gold, and there's like colorful jewels adorning everything. It's nice, very well done stained glass windows, and like some of the structures are actually like curled up in like a twisting pattern, and it seems would take like a master artisan to do something like this. Very high craftsmanship.
Well, somebody doesn't know that gold is one of the softest metals.
Also one of the heaviest.
And so you see, and then on the outer rings, it kind of looks like almost like a bazaar where there's lots of little shops or little like houses or like business areas, and you can look around and you see that there is an assortment of hobgoblins and goblins kind of walking around, and you see a lot of them. Most of them have anywhere from 1 to about 4 varying different creatures, mostly all humanoid, in white robes, just following behind as they walk.
Well, I think we know what those are now.
Are they like carrying things or?
Some of them are.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and turn into a goblin.
And we're going to just take our break now. It seems like a good spot.
Yeah.
Give them time to think about what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And we will
Definitely.
be right back.